6, 7, 8. Counting cold. Very fun. That's cute. Did y'all have a good week? How many of y'all have ever been really, really thirsty? Have you ever been real thirsty? How do you feel when you get thirsty? Nauseous, kind of maybe have a headache or get dizzy. Did you know we have to have water to survive, don't we? We have to have some water, and it's not fun when you get real thirsty. Well, in our story today, what if I told you we could get water out of this rock? You'd think I was crazy, wouldn't you? Our story in the Bible today is about a time when Moses, through God, got water out of a rock. This was after the, remember our story last week? Who was here last week and heard our story?
Nobody.
What happened? When the Israelites were leaving the Egyptians, Pharaoh had let them go, and they came to the Red Sea, and what happened to the Red Sea? It separated so they could get through, and then God made the waters, God did that, God made the waters separate, and then after the Israelites got through, he made it go back, and it drowned all the Egyptians that were after them. Well, this is after that. They had gone on, and they were in the desert, and they didn't have water, and they started grumbling and griping and complaining. Y'all ever gripe and complain? Well, that's what they did. They were griping. Moses was their leader, and they were mad at Moses. They were saying, Moses, you led us from the Egyptians out here, and now we're just going to die because we don't have any water. They were so thirsty, and Moses was afraid they were going to hurt him. They were so mad. So he went into his tent, and he prayed, and he asked God, what can I do? Help us. He knew God would help, and God told him to take his staff. Do y'all know what a staff is? It's a big stick that he walked with, and he told him to take the staff and to tap the rock, and water would come out of it. And sure enough, that's what he did. He tapped the rock, and water came out, and the people had all the water they needed to drink. And God can do anything, can he? God can do the impossible, and that's what he did through Moses. He used Moses to tap the rock, and the people had water to drink. And that's one thing we need to remember when we have troubles, when we have hardships or something's not going right. We need to go to God, don't we? We need to go to God and pray and ask him to help us, and he can help us because God can do anything he wants to do. Sometimes our help might not be exactly like we think it should be, but he'll take care of us. God will take care of us, and that's what we need to remember. And that's what the Israelite people found out, is that God was going to take care of them. He took care of them the whole time, didn't he? Okay, let's have a prayer, okay? Dear Lord, I thank you for each one of these kids that are here today. Lord, I pray that when they have hardships and when they have trouble, they'll remember to go to you for their answer. And I know you'll always be there for them. Lord, just watch over us through this week. Help us to have a good week and bring us all back next week. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. Okay, y'all can go back.